Hey, everybody. Alan Slaughter-Zinski with the Brevard Sports Network. Our final interview of the day. Got to end with a state champ, man. And so welcome in Jake Owens of the Space Coast Vipers. Coach, I know I've said it a million times. There's 1,000,001. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank
Hell of a
you.
year, man.
We are very excited. I was just telling you off air, the rings just came in.
Man, that's a great feeling.
Yes, so we're going to have our end of the season award ceremony and then do our ring ceremony. The players have not seen them yet.
That's cool.
I got a sneak peek, and
well, you can't stop smiling. You like them.
They are. I tell you, you as a coach, you're always thinking about what's next, and for us, as soon as the season ended, I'm thinking about, all right, how are we going to get back here? How are we going to repeat? And so you don't really get a chance to reflect on everything. But I'm going to tell you, when I opened up that ring box,
you reflected.
There was some reflecting going on.
Well,
so it
you
was
had
a great
chance
year.
to reflect maybe a couple of weeks ago too, because you got to do something that I've never even got to do as a member of the media, and that's stand on the field at the Pro Bowl and talk to the Pro Bowl players and Baker Mayfield. Hold up that. You got the bracelet Baker wore?
Yeah.
There's the bracelet Baker wore, and there is Baker on your screen with that bracelet. That was a cool experience. Tell us about that.
It's crazy, Alan, because it all happened like last minute. I mean, I'm a big Bengals fan.
Oh yeah.
So my son and I, we had all. Some of our players went. So our upcoming seniors went, and some parents went, but. We bought those tickets like 3 weeks ago, right? And so Baker wasn't even on the Pro Bowl roster.
No, he wasn't.
And obviously the Eagles winning the NFC Championship. Jalen Hurts got bounced from the roster. Baker got added, which let me say, Baker should have been on there in the first place.
I agree.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC.
I agree.
The top three by far. But anyway, so. Jalen Hurts gets bounced, Baker gets added on, and that all happened that week. And scrambling, and we obviously we've had a lot of communication with Baker's people and the Tampa media and all of that from the story and all that. So for us it was, well, let's get in touch and see. Whatever. And
what happens,
And again, we got in touch with Baker's people, and they were excited. And Baker's like, absolutely, let's. I gotta meet him, and I'll tell you,
what's he like?
He's everything you would think.
Yeah.
He is one of the best dudes you will ever meet. And I told everybody, I'm a huge Bengals fan, and I don't root for anybody else if they're not in.
Right. But, I know.
But I will tell you this: I am a Baker Mayfield fan, and he's just such a down to earth dude. And him and I got to stand and talk for about 5 or 10 minutes, and we talked about our seasons. Obviously he wanted to know about our whole season and how it all happened, and then we just talked ball. We talked a little ball, and. I told him I was glad that the Browns let him go because the Bengals had a heck of a time against him when he was a Cleveland Brown.
Yeah, he beat the Ravens too, man.
We laughed about that, and he was so gracious to our kids, and he's just a great dude. I mean, he's everything you think.
He just seems so genuine. Like he's the kind of dude where like us, you know what?
He is.
You know what? I'm going to tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
If I got it, it's yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of guy.
Yeah.
And so you got to have respect for that. All right, Coach. So when you opened that box up and saw that championship ring,
yes,
what was the first thing that hit you? You said you reflected. What was your recollection?
We got a two-peat. That was my first, honestly.
True coach right here.
Alan, honestly, when I opened that and I saw that ring, the first thing that went through my head is we got to bring one of these home every year.
What do you got to do? Okay, last year it was new, it was fresh, it was exciting. Well, it's still exciting because I love your team and its youth. But obviously you can't have the status quo. You have to change. What changes now for you and for your team?
Well, I'll tell you what has already changed.
All right.
Is we started workouts 2 weeks ago, and we're averaging over 50 kids a day, Alan.
50 kids a day.
Yes, 50 kids. Couple days we hit almost 60.
Wow.
So that has already changed.
You gotta like that, man.
And that's kind of what we've done now. We've built this standard, and the kids, they haven't even seen the rings yet, but they know what that feeling was like last year, and we have almost our whole team coming back. So
for the next 4 years,
pretty much. I mean, I counted. We have this year we had 22 sophomores in our program that are going to be juniors, and half of those guys played a lot of important time this season. So
and you know what I like too.
By the way, our quarterback, he's serious.
He's a real deal. By the way, you know what I like.
And it was only a freshman this year.
Normally I say coach, but Jake, this is what I really like about your program the most, and I think it's a testament to you. And I'm going to say this. I don't hear your program in the noise, and you know the noise I'm talking about. And I don't hear your kids in the noise. I don't hear your coaches in the noise. It's a thing of beauty, and I think that's a terrific job. I don't know how you do it. You did it at Palm Bay, which is not easy. But I don't know how you do that thing with social media, but you do a hell of a job at it, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. For us and our program, it's about us. Right. And I think that's a big part of it is I run my program, you know this. I run it like a family.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my kids. And I think that's a big part of it is for us, it's about the guys in the room, the guys in the program, and how we can make each other better. And obviously, it's been a successful throughout my career, and I'm not going to stop doing
it. And it's fun to watch.
I appreciate
it is
that.
On the outside looking in. It is a lot of fun to watch, Jake.
And it's like that behind the scenes too. I mean, we do. It's one of those things where we enjoy being around each other, and football is so much more than X's and O's, Alan. It's about these young men and their opportunity for success, and what we're doing here today. We got five of our guys here today. One of our guys is already committed. We're going to have 5 more. This is what it's about, right? It's about getting these guys to the next level, being successful, and doing what's best for these guys, because that's what it's about. It's about the players.
You started a trend, and I know you didn't graduate from Space Coast, but you returned home, so to speak. And then this year, we got all kinds of coaches returning home. Jake, congratulations on all your success, man.
Thanks for everything,
Yeah, man, absolutely. Jake Owens
Go
of
Vipers.
The state champion Space Coast Vipers.
Go Vipers.
And clinch the 1A Sunshine State Athletic Association State Championship. And this is where they're going to hang a banner right here in the snake pit. This is it. Jubilation. Absolute jubilation.
Unbelievable.
Jake Owens made a promise. Jake Owens made a commitment to this squad.
There goes the Gatorade.
He set expectations for these young men. They have elevated themselves. They have put their heart, their soul, all of those efforts during the summer, and they promised and they delivered. Great job by the Space Coast Vipers.